Hey gamers, the future is looking absolutely stacked. We've got brand new worlds to explore, massive sequels that fans have been waiting on for years, and a few unexpected returns that might just blow everyone's minds. Some of these games already have a release date, others are still wrapped in mystery, but one thing's for sure, the hype is real guys, and don't worry, I'm not just here to talk about the next remaster of Skyrim.
I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now.
Hey guys, I'm Samukaree. If you enjoy my content and want to stay updated on the biggest upcoming titles, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. That really helps me out guys. Enough talking, let's jump straight into it. Number 1, let's dive into Blight Survival, and as you can see, I've even pulled up the official Discord so you can get a glimpse of what's happening behind the scenes. If you haven't joined yet, I really recommend checking it out. The devs are super open with the community, you see them building the game in Unreal Engine 5, working on combat mechanics, sharing monster concept art and much more. There's even a suggestion tab where you can drop your own ideas and feedback directly to the team. Blight Survival is being developed by Haynir Studio in partnership with Behavior Interactive. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to this game. It's shaping up to be a brutal medieval horror experience. The concept is wild. You're thrown into a no man's land between two warring kingdoms where a mysterious plague called the Blight is turning humans into terrifying monsters. You can take this on solo or team up with up to 3 friends in co-op. Gameplay wise, it's described as a mix between roguelite and extraction light. You'll venture into maps, gather loot, bring resources back to your hub, upgrade your camp, craft equipment, and then go back out again. Expect challenging, Souls-like combat, stealth options, resource management and a strong focus on survival. One thing that really stands out is attention to detail. Historically inspired weapons and armor, diverse environments like the new marshlands biome, and even dynamic elements that make every run feel unique. There's no official release date yet, but the community is buzzing about a possible pre-alpha or early test sometime in 2025, maybe even into 2026. Either way, this is definitely one of the most promising medieval horror projects on the horizon. So if you're as hyped as I am, make sure to check out their Discord, keep an eye on updates and maybe even contribute your own ideas. Blight Survival is shaping up to be something really special guys. Number 2. Alright, let's talk about The Witcher 4. One of the most exciting RPGs on the way. CD Projekt Red has confirmed that the game will not come out in 2026. The earliest we might see it is 2027 or later. This new Witcher game will start a brand new saga, and this time Ciri will be the main character. Geralt's story is done, and now it's her turn to take the spotlight. The game is being built in Unreal Engine 5, which means the graphics will look incredible. CDPR even showed off a tech demo on PS5 running at 60 frames per second with ray tracing. The demo showed a new area called Kovir, with super detailed forests, big crowds of NPCs, smooth horse animations and really lifelike characters. Now, this was just a demo, not actual gameplay, but it proves how amazing the game can look. CDPR has said they want to push the technology much further than before. And let's not forget, the last Witcher games were massive hits. The Witcher 3 alone sold over 60 million copies and is still one of the best RPGs ever made. That's why fans believe The Witcher 4 is going to be another huge success. So to keep it short, we don't know the release date yet, but we know it's not coming before 2027, it's made in Unreal Engine 5, it looks stunning and it's easily one of the most anticipated games right now. Number 3. Now let's dive into Subnautica 2, the next big survival game underwater. The game was originally set for early access in 2025, but the devs officially delayed it to 2026 to make it better. They want more biomes, new vehicles, better tools, more creatures and an expanded story before opening up to players. The studio making it is Unknown Worlds Entertainment, the same team behind the original Subnautica. They were picked up by publisher Krafton a few years ago. Speaking of the first Subnautica, it was a huge success. It sold over 5 million copies by 2020 and built a loyal fanbase. There's a lot of hype around the sequel too. Subnautica 2 adds multiplayer co-op for up to 4 players, which is brand new for the series. But it hasn't been drama-free. The early access delay came after major leadership changes at the studio, several co-founders and their CEO were replaced. In short, Subnautica 2 is made by the original team under new management, now pushed to 2026. It promises bigger worlds, deeper crafting, multiplayer co-op and a brand new story. Fans are pumped, but there is also some controversy behind the scenes. Number 4. Do you still remember the old Onimusha games? Characters like Samunosuke and Nobunaga? Those were my childhood games. And now, after so many years guys, the series is finally back with Onimusha Way of the Sword. The game was revealed at the Game Awards 2024 and it's planned for 2026 on PS5, Xbox and PC. This time you play as the legendary samurai Miyamoto Musashi in a dark version of Kyoto filled with monsters called the Gemma. The combat brings back classic features like the instant counter-attack and soul absorption, but with modern upgrades thanks to the RE engine. The graphics look stunning and the fights are fast, flashy and brutal. In the new trailers, we have seen some terrifying enemies created by the villain Dokyo, like twisted lightning beasts and huge tentacle monsters. Capcom confirmed this won't be a Souls-like game, it's more about timing, skill and cinematic action, just like the classics. You can even interact with the environment in combat, like flipping tables or blinding enemies with fire. The Onimusha series has a huge history. The first game was the first PS2 title ever to sell over 1 million copies, and today the series has sold almost 9 million units worldwide. So it's not a surprise that fans are hyped to see it return after so long. To keep it short guys, Onimusha Way of the Sword is shaping up to be a big comeback for the franchise with a new hero, dark fantasy setting and the same soul that made the original game so special. It's released in 2026, we don't know when yet and I honestly can't wait to play it. Number 5. Now it's time to talk about Resident Evil 9 Requiem, and honestly guys, I think this might be the best horror game yet, and I'm saying that just based on what I've seen so far. The game is set to release on February 27th in 2026 on PlayStation 5, Xbox and PC. What really caught my eye is the new protagonist, Grace Ashcroft. She is an FBI analyst who goes to investigate strange deaths at the infamous Redwood Hotel in Raccoon City. It's about like 30 years after the original outbreak. Capcom is bringing back the classic survival horror vibe, like limited ammo, creepy puzzles and tense exploration, but they're also adding exciting twists. You can switch between the first person and the third person views anytime. That's amazing. And at this time, the game dives deep into a psychological horror. At Gamescom, the director said they want to give us a roller coaster ride of fear, mixing claustrophobic, unarmed tension with more intense moments. The visuals are stunning, powered by Capcom's RE engine, complete with full ray tracing, shadows, lightning, all that good stuff guys. Here's something else cool. The iconic series characters like Jill, Chris, Leon and Claire might show up, even if just briefly, according to IMDb listings, but take that with a grain of salt, it's not officially confirmed yet. And the fear I felt at the preview was real, especially when the demo dropped me into a dark room with a freaky head-eating monster. The totally body chills moment. Number 6. Path of Exile 2, the third edit, brings a lot of new content. We're gonna talk about Act 4, 3 interlude acts, 35 new areas, 24 new bosses, Super Gem overhaul, massive skill reworks, 40 lineage supports, 25 new endgame maps, new items, 150 new passives, sprinting, new trade system, and the rise of the Abyssal. That's a huge list, so let me break it down real quick guys. Act 4 and the interlude acts expand the story and give you tons of new places to explore. The 35 new areas and the 24 bosses keep the game challenging and fresh. With the new support gems, reworked skills and the 40 lineage supports, builds feel deeper than ever before. Endgame is also much bigger with 25 new maps, more items and over 150 new passives on the skill tree. The quality of life got better too, with sprinting and a completely new offline trade system, which means you don't have to wait for other players to be online anymore. And finally, the rise of the Abyssal brings a dark, new challenge to the game. I've already put 300 hours into Path of Exile 2 and I can honestly say it's only getting better guys, so you should try it out. Number 7. Okay, time to talk about Grand Theft Auto 6, the game everyone is been waiting for. GTA 6 is expected to release on May 26, 2026 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox. A PC version will come later. It takes place in Leonida, including a modern version of Vice City, plus surroundings areas like the Keys, swamps, mountains and more. You play as two protagonists, Lucia Caminos and Jason Duval, think Boney and Clyde-style crime couple. Why you should be excited, the world is huge and fully alive, rockstar level detail, new characters and modern day satire with social media memes and influencer culture. Fans are buzzing, some expect GTA 6 to break records, possibly the most complex open world ever made. Let me break it down in plain terms. GTA 6 is set to launch in late May 2026. You're stepping into a large modern Vice City, soaking in wild living streets and rural areas. The story follows two characters, Lucia and Jason, on a high stakes criminal ride together. together. Rockstar promises a living, breathing world that satirizes today's tech and culture. This is more than just a game, it's a full-on experience. The hype is real, guys. This could easily be the biggest open world game ever. Alright, that's it for today's video. We talked about some really exciting games that are on the way, and honestly, I can't wait to play them myself. Let me know in the comments which game you are most hyped for. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.